going on, world? DS1 Ross, and I'm back. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody who support me and who support this platform, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. It's very much appreciated. Much love. Shout out to everybody. We back. First thing I need y'all to do, like the stream. Hit the like button, share the show. Hit the like button and share the show. We're going to get into it in a minute, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that share button. We're going to get this show together in a few minutes, man. Shout out to everybody. Before the show begins, if you like the show, if you shared the show, CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV. CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV. Or you can also leave your questions in the super chat. But if you would like to donate, that's how you donate. Cash App, $Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. And as always, man, tonight we talking to the brothers. And I'm putting this out here right now. That's gonna be my new hashtag. My new hashtag is we our own agency. We our own agency. Matter of fact, shout out to the masculine mercenaries. Shout out to them. But that's my new hashtag. So if you see anybody going around hashtagging this, you know where they got it from. We our own agency. We our own agency. Tonight, this is what I want to talk to the brothers about, man. Because this is something that we have to understand, as being, today, our state in America is, I wouldn't say worse, but it's terrible, man. BMs. And when I say the state of us, I'm speaking on our mind state. A lot of us, man, we still don't understand what we're up against dealing with the system. We don't understand what we're up against. We still running around here thinking that it's all about some, it's all about just a couple dollars and, just running around, sleeping with different women and, all that kind of shit. Like we still playing around out here as BMs. We still playing around. And then when we get caught up in the system, we want to cry wolf. We want to complain about us having no agency. We want to complain about how the system is against us and all of this shit. But see, a lot of those kind of men, man, that's still running around playing games and thinking shit is a joke, we gotta write those guys off, man, because a lot of those guys are just, most of those guys are maggles anyway. They're not really going to get serious or be on board with nothing. So those guys don't even count for the most part. But what we do need is we need an influx of thinking black men. Brothers that actually have substance and that's displaying it. We need that. And we need to communicate with each other effectively. And we need to support each other. This is why I salute everybody who support this channel. Everybody. But when I see a large percentage of us black men supporting each other, man, it motivates me to do more, because at the end of the day, if we don't just establish simple brotherhood, just just a simple brotherhood with just us being brothers. It don't have to be no fraternal shit. It don't have to be none of that. If we just rock with each other, we respect each other, we respect what we do, we respect each other's mindset, we have to understand that we have to come together, because we are the ones that actually is going to help these other young men. See, I don't really do too much talking as far as what I have done in my neighborhood as far as younger black men. But you know, next time I go to my hood, I think I'm gonna sit down with a few of my young brothers and we gonna chop it up, and I'm gonna let y'all see for yourselves, man. You know, I don't really like to come up here and talk about it too much, because you know, dudes be, you know, they try to use that as a talking point to shit on each other. And that's not really what I'm into. Hold on for a second, y'all. Let me get my tea. Yeah, I'm back, family. But yeah, I really don't like to do too much of that, man, because dudes, you know, the problem with a lot of us, man, is we find any little thing to hate each other. And this is the problem that a lot of us have as black men. We find any little thing to hate each other. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that's not my purpose. That's not even the kind of guy that I am. You feel me? And it's a few of my brothers that come in the chat room that know me personally, that's from my hood, and they could vouch for it. You know, I always been about brotherhood. I always been about black men being a unit and us moving as that, because that is how you possess power. It's strength in numbers. But you can't, I understand that you can't unify with anyone, you know, because we've seen what happens when brothers try to unify with anybody. You see what I'm saying? That's what we saw what happened with that with the Black Manosphere. You know, we saw what happened when brothers just with other brothers without severely vetting brothers. We seen what happened. We seen how brothers turned their back on other brothers, man. From the Black Order, from a lot of things. We see it all the time. And this is something that I never was cool with. I never agreed with. But we have to understand, black men, we are our own agency. That's what we are. We're our own agency. It's no more looking for black women to support us, to to be at the side of us and to help us materialize our purpose. It's no more waiting for our women to get in order. It's no more of that. We got to understand that we have to do this shit for ourselves in order for the next generations to survive, because that's predicated on men and not women. See, women are followers. They're going to follow what's cool. But we got to be the ones to set the trends. We got to be the ones to say, listen, this is what's cool. As men, as young men, this how y'all supposed to be rocking. You know, if y'all, whatever y'all brothers is doing, be together. Take y'all money and invest it in certain things correctly. Don't backbite each other. Don't rob each other. Don't hate on one another. Don't fall out over women. Shit like that, man. That is things, and this is why I came up with the 7 principles of brotherhood. And y'all could go check that out on my channel, where I came up with 7 principles on what we should follow as brothers and when we operate in the brotherhood. You see? We have to advocate for thinking black men. We have to put it to where thinking black men is something cool. You know, nowadays, man, what they promote to our children, especially our boys, is to be dumb. It's to be stupid. It's to be goofy. It's to be lame. They promote that shit. Pop a bunch of pills and go do dumb shit. You see? It's our job to that shit, to redirect it in other things, to let them know that all of this shit is built to destroy you. See, we have to teach our sons that. We can't expect it. We can't expect their mothers to do it. Because for the most part, a lot of us have had children by women who are not savvy enough to understand what's really going on. So if we the thinking black men, and we the ones that's doing the research, we got brothers that's writing books. We got to read these books and pass them along to our children. This is what we have to do, especially to our sons. Because it's not women who build communities and nations. It's men. Women represents the support system. That is the system that they thrive in supporting us, aiding us, support. But being that they haven't been even supporting us in so many years, it's time for us to not even worry about that. We're our own agency, man. It's gotten to that point where we have to do this shit. We're our own agency. Nobody's going to help us do this shit. We're going to have to carry the burdens like we've been doing, being the beast of burden like we've been being. But now it's time for us to consolidate that power. That's what we have to do. We have to consolidate that power, man, and make moves and follow the principles of brotherhood. The first principle is respect. That is the number one issue that black men have with one another. Soon as there's a disagreement, it goes straight to disrespect. And it's because we grew up where black men are not respected. So we don't respect each other. Because it's like, why respect him? Who this think he is? That's the first thing we say. Who this think he is? I don't gotta respect him. And a lot of times, man, that shit is not healthy. It's not healthy for progress. See, what are you about? Are you about progress or you about bullshit? Because see, we could bullshit all day. That's nothing. You know? It's nothing to do that. That's easy. And if you consider yourself a thinking black man, you got to get away from dudes like that. And it's not nothing personal. You still have love for dudes, but everybody have their own path in life. You got to respect dudes for what they doing and where they at and keep it pushing, man. It's nothing personal. See, we get caught up in our feelings too much, man. And we make things personal that shouldn't be personal. What another person do ain't got nothing to do with you. How another person choose to live and respond to things or whatever, that's on them. That's on them, man. But you just got to separate yourself from it, because at the end of the day, it's not going to get you nowhere. You're not going to win from that. And see, when we understand this concept that we're our own agency, then it will alert other brothers that this shit is not a game no more. It's time to take this shit serious and actually do shit. So when you hear brothers talking about leaving the gynocracy, it has nothing to do with leaving women. It has something to do with getting down to business. Because we not just talking about leaving black women. We talking about leaving any woman that's not suitable for your purpose. Shout out to BGS. Shout out to the Pimp God, because he replayed, what BGS was talking about on his channel. He replayed the video. If a woman is not in line with your purpose, it doesn't matter what race she is. But see, for so long, we've been under the thumbs of the gynocracy that every time you talking about black men, black women has to be the underlying complaint. Shout out to Jubiel. Peace, God. You see? Every time we talk about black men wanting to do better, it has to be a shot at black women. And that shows and proves the hierarchy that black women in the social structure is over black men. And why is that? Because they have the agency of who? Of who? White women and white men. See, feminism is agency for women, black women, white women, whoever. But where's the agency for black men? Where's the agency for black men? Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. But where's our agency? And we've been sitting around waiting for it because we thought that our women was supposed to be our agency. That's what we thought. We thought that our women was supposed to support us. Just look at the men that I've been talking about in my Black History Month series. And I will continue that. Trust and believe. I'm going to finish it. But all of those guys that I read about so far had the support of their women. even to the point where their women were the breadwinners in the beginning until the man, until all his goals and stuff materialized. You don't have, those black women are gone. They don't exist anymore. If they do, they're in small pockets. They're very rare. They're very rare. You're not going to see that anymore, really. Because they had their own agency. They had their own agency. And we have to develop our own, black men. And we have to understand that we are our only agency. No, nobody else is going to help to preserve us. Everybody else is against us for the most part. Because, and I spoke on this already, there is a vested interest in keeping black men down. Everybody eats. Everybody palms get greased when the black man is on the ground. When the black man is suffering. Everybody else eats. Everyone else celebrates. They win. So this is why they use our women against us. And they pay into the system of keeping us down. This is why. Because there's a reward in the end for it. We even had a black woman say that out of her own mouth. So as black men, what do we do now? What are we going to do about that? Being that we know the truth, now what you going to do about it? Like my dad used to tell me, knowing is half the battle. What you going to do after you know? What you going to do with the knowledge you obtained? What are you going to do with it? Because that is one of the problems. That is one of the main problems black men have. And why a lot of us is living in poverty. Why a lot of us don't have resources. And we're not talking about individually. We talking about as a unit. It is because of the lack of agency. A lot of us brothers got a lot of information, got a lot of plans, got a lot of things we want to do. But we can't seem to find other brothers that's with the same thing. That'll help you materialize your plans and get behind it and expand it. And this is why a lot of people have a problem with the whole masculine mercenaries, because it's ran by a black man who put other black men on and support them and help them. This is what we supposed to do. But when black men start doing shit they supposed to do, look what happens. You get all these other maggots and these hyenas that come out of nowhere and attack. And why is that? Because once those group of men start to gain power and leverage, a lot of those other people disappear. They become useless. So what they do is they become flying monkeys. This has always happened. Didn't it happen with the Black Panthers? This is nothing new. This is nothing new. This has always happened to black men. Whenever we build something and try to expound on it, it's going to be a problem. Because, like I said, that is an act of rebellion. When black men try to obtain power without asking nobody for nothing, without going and joining fraternities and becoming masons and all that shit, to obtain pseudo power, to be delegated power to, because that's all them black men that play in those arenas, they don't have no real power. Their power is delegated, and is delegated by white men. So when there's black men that are saying we're gonna do this shit ourselves, oh, that's an act of rebellion. And this is how our own people look at that. Oh, what they doing over there? Oh, who they think they are? Oh, they think they better than everybody. Don't nobody think they better than nobody. We just over here doing what we doing. What's your problem? Why you got a problem with that? They don't even understand that they were programmed to be this way. The hate is built within. People are not just haters. You know, people like to play with that word. I don't play with that word. Oh, he's just hating. No, it's deeper than that, man. People actually hate you. It's deeper than just somebody hating because you're doing something that they're not doing. It's deeper than that, man. They personally have hatred for you. I'm going to tell you why. One reason is you had the heart and the balls to do some shit that in their mind they thinking is an act of rebellion. See, I said long time ago, that this whole, supremacy thing is a mindset. It is a mindset. And Francis Cress Welsing talk about that in the ISIS papers. This is a psychological thing. And we have to understand that there is a lot of us walking around with that mindset. So when they see people doing certain shit, it's like, oh nah, I can't do that. We can't let that rock. You know, like the guy on Belly. Remember when Buns and them came into that new hood, and they came through with whips and all that. Big Cali, salute. He said, right on, Brody. You already know. Remember what dude said when he was eating that banana? He said, I'm gonna drop a dime on them niggas. I don't like that shit. This is what they be doing on YouTube. I don't like that shit. Oh, he rocking with them? I don't like that shit. I'm gonna do a stream about them. I'm gonna dox them. I don't like that shit. Oh, they over there doing they. I don't like that shit. These is facts. So the people who rock with each other, man, and people who support us, I appreciate it, and we gotta keep doing it, man. We gotta keep doing it. We have to. Because we're our own agency. We are. We have to be the ones to save these young black men out here. And the way we do that is by giving them the real game. Not this knick-knack paddywhack shit. We got to give them the game for real. And we got to show them shit. We got to lead by example. They have to see it. They have to see something that you created. They have to see it progress and see it blossom and see you winning at it. Because that is what encourages young boys to want to do shit. When they see another man around them doing it and being successful from it. We don't even, so what if it's a goddamn YouTube channel? Your YouTube channel should be your goddamn business. Just like how you got people on here with online stores. That's not your store, but you sell your product on their site. So I'm supposed to shit on that. Nah, man. Nah. That's not what this shit is about. That's not why we here. See, we really got to get into purpose. What is your purpose? Heels in. Salute, family. Definitely. Hit that like button and share the show. What is your purpose? And I see there's a lot of men out here that don't have a purpose. Yeah, we talk about a lot of black men not having skills. But you gonna go get skills to do what with them? What's your purpose? Oh, you gonna go get some skills just to go get a job. Some shit that's not guaranteed. See, we have to start putting things in its proper perspective. Stop just sitting around listening to feel good information because you think what a nigga saying is right. But can you apply that to your life? Is what that person in alignment with what you're about? See, if you're not in alignment, if your message is not in alignment with what I'm about, you ain't gonna see me around like that. And it's not nothing personal. It's that I have a purpose and I have a plan and I'm going to stay the course so I can see it materialize. Because in a brotherhood, everybody has a role to play. Everybody has a role to play. Everybody has their own lane. That is the reason for having a skill set. You see? If we all build in a house, everybody can't be a goddamn bricklayer. You got to have carpenters. You got to have painters. You got to have electricians. You got to have plumbers. Shit, you got to have people who install windows. You got to have people who put up siding and roofing. You see? Everybody, that is the purpose of having a skill set. So you can bring something to the table when you're a part of the unit. If you don't bring nothing to the table, you dead weight. And a lot of times in movements or just in groups alone, when you carrying a lot of dead weight, that's where the problems ensue. It's always the motherfucker who don't bring shit to the table that's the most unhappy. Let me say that again. It's always the motherfuckers who don't really bring shit to the table that got the most shit to say, that got the most complaints. They have the most complaints. Well, I ain't like this, and I don't like that, and I didn't like what this happened and what that happened. If you was focusing on doing what you doing, you wouldn't be worrying about what everybody else doing. What you will be focused on is just supporting. You wouldn't be sitting around worried about, oh, well, what about when such and such did this? Nigga, but you sitting around watching me. You sitting around watching me critiquing what I'm doing when you should be doing what you should be doing. But I forgot, you don't have a purpose. That's why you sitting around watching everybody and think your goddamn opinion matters. An opinion is like an asshole. Everybody has one. Nobody cares about your opinion. See, you don't have nothing to do. You don't have a purpose. You're just here. You don't have a purpose. So that's why you always got something to say. See, if you was doing shit, you wouldn't even be talking. You'll keep your opinion to yourself. Because it don't matter. And you know it don't matter. But see, people that don't got shit going is the people who always got the biggest opinions, always got the most shit to say, because you ain't about shit. And you mad because motherfuckers is actually somewhere doing something, being productive. Nobody's sitting around acting like, people are at the finish line. We not at the finish line. But we in the race. You can't talk shit from the bleachers, homie. Get in the game. At least get on the goddamn bench. You not even on the bench. Your ass is in the rafters where goddamn Dr. J jersey is hung up at. Talking shit from up there, thinking I can hear you and I'm on the court playing. And you think I can hear your insults from goddamn Mount Sinai. I don't hear you. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your breath. And this go for maggles and hyenas. Let's go for both of y'all. It don't matter, man. Because we on the field. We in the game. Where you at? Where are you? Oh, you watching me. Telling me I should have ran that route better. Man, if you would have just ran 5 more yards and cut across the field, man, you could have scored. Motherfucker, you don't even play. You're a watcher. What are you talking about? Won't you shut up and enjoy the game? And this is what I'm going to start telling you maggles. Shut up and watch the game, chump. If not, shut up and put your pads on and get on the goddamn field. If not, shut up, eat your hot dog and your popcorn and continue to watch. That's what you do. Because we our own agency over here. We're not reaching out the maggles. We're not reaching out the hyenas. We're our own agency. And black men, it's time for us to understand that and live in that. And only deal with people who understand this kind of shit. Don't hang around people who don't. Because at this point in time, that shit could cost you your life. And see, You see, a lot of us brothers that come from the hood, we understand that. If you was outside, see, I'm gonna stop saying coming from the hood, because anybody could come from the hood. That don't mean you was outside. If you was outside, if you was on the pavement, you understand that, man. That you can't be outside with dudes that's off point. You could lose your life. And that's how we have to carry it now, black men. I'm not hanging around Maggles. Because you don't see how I see, homie. You don't see how I see. Your sight is off. And being that you can't see how I see things, you might give me up. You might set me up. Or how about I just did it to myself? For even being around you. And we got to understand this, man. Playtime is over. It's over. And we got to do this shit on all levels, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some honey for my tea. Give me a second, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button too, family. Yeah, I'm back, family. Playtime is over, man. It's over. I'm not saying we can't enjoy life, but it comes a time, man, in a man's life where it's time for us to focus on being men. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. And see, when you hear these dudes sitting up here always having conversations about the acquisition of some vagina, you got to understand that these are men that still playing. They still playing. That's what they doing. They playing. So we don't even need to respond to those men no more, because they playing. We got to understand that. They playing. They still want to play. They still want to sit around and play. We not playing no more. It's either you get on board or you drown. That's it. You either gonna get on board or you drowning. And I ain't coming to save nobody who ain't with me. If you not with me, I'm not saving you. You're not even gonna really get my attention. You know? Because I've been hearing the chit chats that's been going on with people running around with my name in their mouth. These are people who are miserable, man. Miserable people, man. Especially the dudes. Especially the dudes that's running around with my name in their mouth. These are losers. And this is not me trying to shit on nobody. But I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You're a loser. And you mad because I'm not sitting in the goddamn bleachers with you. I'm in the game. See, there's a lot of us black men, man, being that we got so much self-hatred and lack of respect for one another, we're not even man enough to give each other credit when credit is due. We find anything to just shit on each other about. You don't even give credit where credit is due. And see, this is a problem. This is a problem I've always had. But you know what? And I used to be the type of dude that always, I always want my credit. I want people to pay homage. Bear witness to who I am. But you know what? You know what I realized? I wasted time even doing that shit. Because guess what? My purpose is bigger than y'all niggas. And that's what I'm realizing within myself. I don't need respect from you parasites. I don't need you to bear witness. You below me anyway. You already paying homage. That's why you keep my name in your mouth. That's why you can't stop watching me. Because you already paying homage. It's time for me to stand on top of the Empire State Building. That's where it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go to the penthouse floor. I'm tired of playing on the first floor. I've been doing myself a disservice trying to service peasants and roaches. I set myself back. And see, you begin to realize this, man, when you around brothers who are actually progressive. You start realizing, like, damn, I could have been on this kind of time. But I'm sitting around trying to, make sure people paying homage and doing what they supposed to do. Caught up in that morality shit. Thinking people gonna be morally right and being upstanding individuals. And give honor where honor is due. But that shit, man, that shit is thin nowadays in society. Honor is thin. That shit is thin, man. Loyalty is thin. And that shit is endangered. So I'm not wasting my time on that no more. I got more work to do than to sit around and worry about you low-level niggas paying homage. While I sit around and worry about that, I'm holding myself back. And there's no more of that, man. We our own agency. It's no time to worry about that no more. It is what it is. Like I said, my purpose extend past you niggas anyway. I already get, inboxes, emails. Shit, I had one young brother make a whole video saluting because he watched my content. And if you watching, young brother, right now, if you gonna watch the replay, salute to you. Stay safe out there, bro. And stay true to you and your purpose. Don't worry about those fake friends. Don't worry about them selfish niggas. Them selfish broads. Don't worry about them. Because they're going to be here when you go up to the top floor. They're going to be there still. And when I saw that video, I said, damn, my impact is different. See, for a long time, and I know a lot of y'all brothers may feel the same way, man. See, I come from a background where brotherhood is taught, loyalty is taught, having morals, being a man of character, not being perfect, but just certain shit you gonna be about. And for a long time, man, I kept myself stuck because I was loyal to a purpose that nobody else around me had. And this happens to a lot of brothers like me. Because we be so built on building a bond between other brothers that we don't even see what we around. We was dealing with maggles and vultures and snakes and raccoons and penguins. We don't see that. And that keep a lot of us brothers back. It held a lot of us back for a long time. It did it for me. But guess what though? I'm not giving up. It's never too late. You know why? Because as long as you keep grinding, you're going to get to your destination, man. I've gotten this far and I never thought I would get this far. When I first started my channel, man, I was talking to one person. One person. And that person is a mod in my chat room still to this day. John Doe. Shout out to my man John Doe. Had one person listening to me, man. I was doing whole live streams. Y'all could go and check them. Go back to my first videos where I'm sitting on a gray couch in my old crib. Go back to those videos, man. You wonder why it's only 78 views. Because only one person was watching me, man. But I stayed down. Look where I'm at now. And it's only going to keep growing. And you know why it's continuing to grow? Because I'm going to continue to work. And what I realize is you don't have to look for the parasites to pay homage. Because the people that's watching, they see what you're doing. And then what happens? You end up being offered something. Hey, bro, I see what you're doing over here, man. We rocking with you over here. Just know you got agency over here. And I'm honored by that. Because then that means there's other black men out here that actually respect real shit. They respect real shit. And they see what I'm trying to build. They see what's going on. They could go in the archives and go back to the old videos and see the progress, hear the progress. Oh, and it's only gonna get better. Y'all gonna see. I'm not even gonna say what's coming up. Y'all gonna see. See, I'm done with announcing shit. I'm done with doing all that, man. I'm in a whole new space. And see, I told y'all that at the beginning of the year. Go back and listen to my streams from the beginning of the year. Playing, man. I don't got time to play no more. Black men, we are our own agency, man. We have to do it for us and our children. F what the mamas gotta say. It's what we doing. It's what we doing. We gotta save our boys. We gotta save our girls. We gotta do it. And this ain't this ain't no on no pro black shit. This ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. We the ones that's responsible for telling them what life is really about and getting them prepared for it. How do I know this? Because this is what my dad used to tell me when I was a teenager. My job, son, as your father, is to get you prepared for life. Get you mentally prepared to deal with what you're gonna have to deal with for the rest of your life. Because, son, you're gonna be older a lot longer than you're going to be young. And that is how young black men is supposed to be spoken to. Our women are not going to talk to them that way. Their mothers are not going to break down the game that way because she doesn't know the game. She follows the men that have the game. So it's our job to put them books in their hands. All right, you could play video games, but what about the book? What you read? Tell me what you read. Explain to me what you read and what you think about it. And how does this relate to you? See? See, only a man gonna sit down and talk to his son like a man. We not gonna boo boo, gaga boo boo. Ooh, come here, baby. That's not what dad is for. Let mommy do that shit. Let mommy be mommy. I'm dad. And I'm gonna talk to you as if I'm talking to another man. So when I talk to you, I'm gonna look you in your face. I'm going to expect a response from you. And the reason why I'm talking to you like this, son, is because this is how other men are going to speak to you. And you have to be able to stand there and look another man in his eyes. And it's not about being tough. It's not about being gangster. It's about being a man. That is what manhood is. When you can look another man in his eyes and speak to him, then he'll understand what you're saying and feel where you're coming from. This is how you gain other respect from men. See, your mama can't teach you that. Your mama can't teach you that. You know what your mother gonna do? Your mother gonna teach you to submit to other men because that's what she does. That's what she does. Or she's gonna teach you to be a tyrant and you're gonna be running around acting like you're gonna be in magomania where you running around here disrespecting other men like her. We're our own agency, black men. We don't have to keep talking about, well, why this and why that and why the women won't do this and why. We already have the answers for it. Now it's time for us to, let's do it now. Let's do it. Let's do it. And when I mean let's do what you do. Keep your identity. Don't lose your identity when you amongst the group because then you don't have the purpose. See, people who lose their identity when they come on this shit is because they never had a purpose and they never knew who they were. You see? Shout out to that Cash App, man. I appreciate it. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. $SheepStaySleepTV, man. Do what you do. Do what you're good at. And understand that as long as you continue to work diligently, somebody will recognize it, man. And you want to link up with like-minded brothers. Not like-minded people, like-minded men. Men need to be around other men. You wonder why it's a huge influx of all these DL brothers? It's because they ain't around men. We got to be within the network of men that have a purpose and that respect you for what you are about and what you bring to the table, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, man. And stop feeling threatened by other brothers' success, man. Dudes got to stop doing that shit too, man. We always like to be threatened by each other's success and by what other brothers are doing. Cut that shit out, man. Cut that shit out. Oh, he just want to be down with such and such. Why I gotta be all that? Oh, I know why you saying that, because you threatened. You feel like if he succeed, that leaves no room for you. And that's how I know you ain't busy working on what you need to work on. You need to get to work. And remember, like Nipsey Hussle said, man, the marathon continues. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. So we not in competition with each other. We not trying to see who gonna get to the finish line first. That's not what this shit is about. See, if you're in competition with your brother, that ain't your brother. And I'm not talking about friendly competition. I'm talking about opposing competition. when you trying to beat out your brother because you want him to lose. See, friendly competition is different. Y'all may have a little bet on something or whatever, and then after that, we chop it up and we laugh, and we still brothers. See, that's friendly competition. But see, opposing competition is different. That's when you want to see somebody lose. And then you make fun of them because they lost. We got to get out of that shit, black men. Got to get out of that shit. Stop looking down on each other because a brother got something you don't have. Because in the brotherhood, all of us ain't never going to be on each other's level in all aspects of life. So you may have a brother that may have more money than you, that may have more, physical resources than you. But he comes and talks to you. He comes to you for advice. He comes to you for that motivating word. So there's no purpose for you in the brotherhood? Because niggas got more money than you? Because niggas fly than you? But niggas come to you and seek counsel from you. When they want to talk, when they feeling bad, when they want to laugh, they come talk to you. See, that's the part you need to focus on. Focus on what you good at. And expound on that. And understand that there's a lane for you. Like I said, every goddamn business need a janitor. Don't feel bad about being a janitor if that's what you do. And if you don't want to be the janitor no more, then up your skill set. But make sure it's not out of the realm of who you are. Don't compromise yourself. Because once you compromise yourself, you'll begin to compromise other brothers around you. Stop hating on other brothers' success, man. Because you never know, man. You never know what you possess until other people could see and tell you. A lot of us don't understand that we all special. Black men, we are special, man. We special. We need to tell our sons that shit. We don't just need to tell our little girls that. I'm not saying not to tell our little daughters that. But that shit is a prominent thing amongst daughters. Oh, you so special. Oh, baby girl, you so special. But you ain't telling your son that shit. That's why he got low self-worth. That's why he don't have no confidence. That's why he not in love with himself. And that's why a lot of black men are underachievers, man. And this is why my message is we got to heal before we build. Because we got to pour into each other, brothers. It ain't just about being fly, nigga. We got to pour into one another. So brothers could feel fly and have the encourage and have the will to keep going. So he could want to keep working to get that shit, to get that Benz, to get that Audi, to get that BMW. Black men ain't just lazy for nothing. A lot of us are fucking defeated, man. We're defeated. We got to pour into one another, man. Because we special. And we got to tell each other that and treat each other like that. We can't keep playing into our dysfunctions, playing into one another's fears, and then wonder why shit ain't getting done and wonder why there is no black community. Because the builders don't have the proper goddamn tools. Because the energy that we need to have to even work has been sucked out of us, man. A lot of us black men are zombies. We're zombies, man. We got to speak life into each other, man. This is not no excuse. This is for real. Just go and check out Brother T. Hassan Johnson's work. He talk about it all the time. How the black male suicide rate has risen. And guess who the black men that's killing themselves? Young boys. Because we not pouring into one another, man. We think it's all about a bag. Who are you without the bag? Who are you without none of that? If I was to strip you of all that materialistic shit, who are you? That's what makes you a man. Who are you without none of that shit? Who are you then? Who are you then? Look at these celebrity maggles we've been talking about. Look at these dudes. Just at the threat of all that shit being stripped from them, look what they do. They get on their knees and surrender. Look at Snoop. Look at D Wade. Look at Swiss Beats. Look at Terry Crews. Because all that shit made them who they were. Because they wasn't nobodies. And they would have never been. And I don't got no respect for them anyway. So to me, they still ain't nobody. I don't give a fuck about no celebrity status. That shit is made up anyway. Because when you take your ass in the house with your family, you ain't no celebrity. You're Dwayne. You're not D Wade who played for the Miami Heat, who won championships. You're not him. That is what you do. That is your profession. That's not who you are. Who you are is a maggle, a nutless man. That's what you are. That's who you are. Terry Crews let a man grope him because he don't want to go broke again. We got to pour into each other, brothers. We are our own agency. This man let another man grope him so he don't lose his money. So he could keep getting movies and that. Y'all don't see that as being an issue? That's not a problem. So we're going to have the rest of our generations get up and do the same shit, right? And then we wonder why Zion wants to be Zaya. That's because of his punk ass daddy. Shout out to the underrated one. He said, yes, black man, stand up. The spoken truth. Salute. Salute to the underrated one, man. Appreciate the donation. You wonder why Zion wants to be Zaya. That's because of his daddy not being a man. You a man with or without the bag. That's what we supposed to exude. That's what masculinity is. Masculinity is not in your pocket. Masculinity is not on your goddamn credit card. Masculinity is not in the cologne you put on. Masculinity is not in your shoes, in the suits you wear. Masculinity is supposed to be within you. Anybody could put on a goddamn costume and say, hey, I'm a clown. But you just a person with makeup on. You just dressed up like a clown. We got to pour into each other, man. We have to pour into each other. There's a lot of us out here, man, that's broken, man. And we need help. A lot of us are down not because we're lazy, but because we're defeated. Because we're being stomped on. And see, this is why I go against these maggles who love to use female talking points to talk shit to other black men. Because a woman don't know what it is to be a man. She doesn't understand that shit, let alone a black man. She don't know what that's like. She don't know what that is. She doesn't understand it. She never will. She's not supposed to. She's not supposed to. We can't get mad because she don't. Our women left us a long time ago, man. Long time. They been gone. So you know what we do? It's time for us to move on and stay steadfast to the purpose. That's what's most important. That's what we need to be making love to, brothers. I got to shout out Pimp God again, man. We need to be our purpose. And we only should be dealing with women who are in alignment with our purpose. Period. If you ain't in alignment with my purpose, for what? For what? It's a waste of time. I'm not here to entertain no one. I'm not here for that. Black men, you got to begin to take yourself more serious, man. Go back to doing the things that you once fell in love with for yourself. I did a show a while ago on invest into your vested interests. Something like that. The things that you were once in love with, man, that you spent a lot of time on and you just gave it up as you got older. Man, go back into that shit, man. Because those are the things that you probably can make a fortune off of. Can build a business around. Because sometimes, man, we get caught up, and this is due to programming. We get caught up, man, and we start thinking that we need to be doing some other shit other than what we need to be doing for ourselves. Go back to doing what you love to do and see if you can actually capitalize off it. That's even if you love playing video games. Become a gamer. Start you a channel. Start you a Twitch channel. Start you a YouTube channel. Become a gamer. Whatever that purpose is. And don't let nobody shame you for it. It is what it is. But now, brothers, it's time that we make everything count. Everything has to count for now. From now on, man, it's 2020. We got to make shit count. You know, like in the playoffs, when dude get fouled, and it's 45 seconds left in the game in the fourth quarter, and it's game 7, are you prepared to hit that free throw? Are you prepared to hit that free throw? Are you prepared to hit that free throw? Y'all hit that Cash App, man. Support your interests, man. Support the channel. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV, man. Stop being afraid to donate the real shit. Because your ass pay your cable bill to watch VH1 every Monday when Love and Hip Hop come on. So you could watch Jim Jones and Chrissy arguing about their dysfunctional ass life. So you pay for your interest when you pay your Spectrum bill. Support your interests, man. This is what I mean by we gotta stop playing. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by we gotta stop playing. But are you ready to hit that free throw? Are you even comfortable at the free throw line with 45 seconds left on the clock? Game 7, fourth quarter. Were you prepared for this moment? And this is something my dad always said. You got to be prepared for when the opportunity comes. You got to be prepared for when the opportunity comes. That's the only way you're going to capitalize. And sometimes the universe will allow opportunities to fly past you because you wasn't even prepared for them anyway. You wasn't even prepared for them anyway. But it's 2020, man. It's no more playing. Screw everybody's opinions and what they saying about you, what they think about you. Screw all of that. Screw all of that, man. Because they're going to watch no matter what. But guess what? You got to give them something to keep watching. Because all they doing is they just watching to wait and see if you going to fail. That's why they sitting back and they watching. I know that's why some of these people who hate me, not a hater, but actually hate me, that's why they sit back and watch. He rocking with them now. Let's see if his content change. Let's see if he start acting like them. See, I'm not stupid. I know what people say. I know what people say, man. See, I keep telling y'all it's a difference between YouTube people and people on YouTube. There's a very big difference. See, the YouTube motherfuckers, they always want to know, they always want to sit back and wait and see if you're going to lose. They sitting back watching, looking for something to critique. That's why somebody always got something to say. Oh, he think he all that. Who he think he is? That is the same mentality of the dude in Belly that was eating a banana. Same mentality. They want to see you lose. But that's why you got to continue to feed them. Keep feeding them. Keep putting it in their face. Keep putting it in their face. It's that time. It's that time to put it in their face and show them. See, because a lot of times, man, and this something one of my big homies, shout out to you, man. Shout out to the big homie, man. This was one of my big homies from my hood used to tell me. He was like, yo, man, I respect that you a humble guy. He said, but you got too much in you not to show people what's in you. Don't be afraid to show people who you are. If you a leader, if you the boss type of dude, if this is the mind state you possess, show them that shit. And don't be ashamed of it. Show it to them. Put it in their face. Because if you don't, you always gonna fly under the radar. You always gonna fly under the radar. Put it in their face. You hear that, brothers? Put it in their face. You ain't shitting on nobody. You showing them who you are. And don't be ashamed of who you are. Because black men was taught that too. Oh, we gotta be meek. That's one thing I do respect about the rappers. They put it in their face. This is me. I'm a success story. Look at it. Smell it. We got to do that, man. Look what I built. Look what I've done. I'm going to celebrate my wins. And I'm going to let you niggas see me pop this champagne. And I'm going to do it with my brothers. And we're going to enjoy ourselves. And we're going to laugh. And we're going to enjoy life. That's what I see when I see Jay-Z and Rock Nation. And he got a little tie-tie with him. And Bleak in the pictures with him. And Biggs is in the picture with him. And they smiling with them big gold bottles of Ace. I see brotherhood. I see black men being happy and loving life. Because they realize that they their own agency, man. Why you think Jay-Z started his own shit? Rock Nation. We our own agency. The dynasty. He been was telling us what he was going to do. Dynasty. Put it in their face. Look what 50 Cent has been doing on these goddamn television networks. They can't deny 50. No matter how aggressive they try to make him out to be. They can't deny him. Because he's putting it in their face and he's showing them. Look, every time I create, we eat. $50 all over the goddamn TV. Now he on local TV. NBC. He just finished what? 6 seasons of Power? And about to do what? 4 or 5 more. He putting it in their face. Black men are geniuses. We geniuses, man. He putting it in their face. Look. Get inside of the black man's mind and watch what you get from it. Old gangsta, old 50 Cent from 40 Projects. My freshman year in high school, I lived across the street from 40 Projects. That's when I moved back with my pops. We lived in Queens on Guy Brewer. I used to take the 111 bus to Parsons Boulevard and get on the J train and take the J train to Brooklyn to go to school. I know about that. I didn't want to go to school in Queens because I ain't know nobody out there. I could have went to Andrew Jackson. My pops had a house right across the street from 40 Projects. And 50 was still in the hood back then. Black men, we great, man. We are great. And we have to believe that. It's time for us to start to internalizing that. Instead of internalizing the hatred for one another, and the jealousy and the envy and the greed. Start acknowledging the greatness that's within us, man. Because see, what you put in is what you get out. So if you put in hatred, that's what you're going to see. See, I don't hate brothers. If I don't rock with you no more, I just don't rock with you. If I don't rock with you, period, I just don't rock with you. But I don't hate you. Just don't rock with you. Because you just might be a maggle. I don't rock with maggles. It's not that I hate you. You're still a black man. I just don't rock with you. And I would hope you feel that way about me. Just, I don't rock with that dude. I don't hate him, but I don't rock with that dude. See, if we understand these things and conduct ourselves in that way, then we'll understand and be able to operate as our own agency. But if we don't understand behavior, conduct, the way we treat one another, the way we view one another, first of all, because how we view each other is how we treat each other. That's why a lot of us, treat each other the way we do. It's because the way we view each other. And we view each other a lot of times through our oppressor's eyes. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Much love to y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. Make the Cash App ring, man. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV, man. Much love to y'all. If y'all haven't yet, make sure y'all hit that like button. Share the show. And I will be back tomorrow with another one, man. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Remember, y'all, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. Black men, we our own agency. Hashtag that. We our own agency. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Salute to the masculine mercenaries. Shout out to all the donators, man. Much love to y'all. I appreciate the support. And I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.